Yeah, it's all happening. Dr. Frank's one of his very favorite, most inspired artists, and we'll find out later just exactly why he thinks that. That was Bachman Turner Overdrive from the mid-'70s, and ain't seen nothing yet. When did we begin that set? With the GTOs, and I'm in love with the Ooh Man. Alice Cooper gave you the classic School's Out, and just recently wrote a great... Dr. Frank from Mr. T just mentioned a great Teen Angst song, and he's 60, and he's still in touch with his bass audience. Screw 32 from a 7-inch compilation that is out now and available in your good store. You heard Blind Spot, also Tilt and Suspended from a demo for a song that they will apparently re-record in the coming year for a full album, blah, blah, blah. We're up to date. It's 9:45, cold Friday night. This is the last Friday of the year, and none too soon for me. I'm Johnny Savage, and I'm going to be sitting here with the Mr. T Experience. It's Friday Night Live on the Rick Sylvain program, and they're going to be playing live and in your radio, like basically sort of kind of, yeah, like right now. And we'll talk to them about what they're up to this year, what they're going to be up to next year, and I think it'll be worth a listen. One of our fine local bands, live and in your face, as soon as we set up the sensitive stereo equipment, the Mr. T Experience.
I can remember the words. I've never been much good thing at all. I know I should never make a call. On the reason, not to tease it, it's a never fall. I could do to make you wanna be, 'cause I'd do anything for you, but I can never think of anything to do. Or just tell me something you want done, I'd be glad to take it on. You could do that, couldn't you? There's nothing I wouldn't do for you, if I could think of anything to do. But maybe I could form my way into your heart. This tradition, it's unbelievable. If I knew what they were, I'd do them all the time. 'Cause I'd do anything I could, but I can never think of anything that could. You know, I think it's pretty clear that we'll just wind up sitting here. So please be our real West. Sit down and write me a list of some, and I'll be sure that everything gets done. I know she doesn't hate me, so why you being cagey? You know I love it when you take me to the top and then you say don't stop, so let's continue. Order anything on the menu. Did I mention that the power lies within you? 'Cause I do anything for you, but I can never think of anything to do. And I know it sounds the worst to me, nothing occurs to me. Just take off your wedding ring. You know I'll do anything for you, if I could think of anything to do. Anything! Woo! Should we play another song? Could we just roll everything with like there were things I could have told you, but you heard them all before, and you looked so calm and peaceful when you passed out on the floor. So everything. You have a battle with a poison, you have a hammer on the pearl. You're an alcohol girl in an alcohol world. So everything. for everyone you kill. It's a fluid, it's a solid, it's a powder, it's a pill. So everything, so everything. Play a double single single with the benefits of God. Double single single double double single double double. So everything, so everything, so everything, so everything. Someone will always be before you to tell you what to say. You know you'll never walk alone 'cause you can't control your way. You know you believe it, and it's only a weekend away. So everything, so everything, so everything, oh yeah. Reject nothing, nothing, reject nothing, reject nothing. Swallow everything, everything, swallow everything, reject nothing, reject nothing, reject nothing, reject nothing. Kaboom. Where's the kaboom? There's supposed to be a big kaboom.
Jeez Louise. Hey, this is Friday Night Live, and that's the Mr. T Experience that you have been listening to for the last, I don't know, 8 minutes or so. A couple of tunes from Dr. Frank and Company. We have them in the studio, the whole band, all the speakers and the drums, and it's really loud. And I mentioned this to Rick Sylvain. You know it's a good show when the band blasts the reel-to-reel off of the reel-to-reel player during the first song. Isn't that impressive? It flew off, it's gone, but we have other tapes rolling, so we're a contingency-oriented station here. I'm Johnny, and we're going to direct our question to the man who I believe, if I'm not mistaken, founded this band, in the mid-'80s, Dr. Frank. Is that right?
That I guess that's pretty accurate.
Okay. Well, why don't you, if you don't mind, since the Mr. T Experience has been through a lot of lineup changes through the years, and this year is no different. So tell us who we have accompanying you.
Right now, we have a whole new cast of the Mr. T Experience. I am still playing the role of Dr. Frank, although at some point I hope to find a more photogenic, younger, more talented actor to play the role. The drummer is Jim. He's been playing with this band for about a year, and our brand new bass player is Joel over there.
In your radio, right? And of course, Dr. Frank is on lead vocal and the guitar through the Marshall stacks, and what looks to be what was a nice Les Paul once.
This is a 1960 Les Paul Jr. It's been through a lot, but
with you,
it's my old trusted friend. No, I just acquired it last year.
Wow!
But you can see it looks like. The listening audience can't tell. It looks kind of like a weathered barn in the Midwest, and that's why I kind of think of it. It gives me some authenticity that I badly need.
And it looks like the kind of guitar that, like, say you're playing a show and somebody is really bugging the hell out of you, you can just kind of swing, crack the person over the head, and it won't hurt the guitar.
It's been through enough that I don't think that it would get damaged if I did that. But I that's not my personality. I don't do that kind of thing.
I know. It would be a worst case scenario.
So any mothers listening, don't hesitate to send your daughters to our shows, because I will not hit them on the head with anything.
Bring your babies to the show. We got a lot to talk about because the Mr. T Experience have sort of been active and then not active, and albums out and then singles and then no singles, and a lot of people always asking me what's going on with you guys. We're going to try to get to the bottom of this whole mess before you get out of here tonight. But backtracking a bit, what did we hear? What are the first two songs you played tonight?
We played two songs. One of them was called I'd Do Anything For You, and that was that's actually a new song that it's going to come out on something. And then the other one was called Swallow Everything, and that was
from the single
from last year.
And the album.
Yeah.
Played Death on Kalx.
Yeah.
We love it.
Anyway, well, why don't you play some more music, and I'm gonna be grilling you guys.
There was a guy who was gesticulating wildly just now, pointing to me. What was he trying to?
I really don't know.
Closer to the microphone because he can hardly hear you.
Oh, seriously?
Right closer to the mic.
Hey?
Closer to the microphone.
Oh, really?
If Dr. Frank was any closer to the microphone, he'd be inside the cone.
You can't
Anyway.
You're sort of fading away and you talk
Rick Sylvain, a whirling dervish. It's
When
5 to 10 here at the Kalx, and Mr. T Experience is going to be playing for you for, I don't know, next 20 or 30 minutes, as long as we can make them want to play. So why don't you play some more Mr. T Experience music? New, old, doesn't matter.
What song do you want to play? How about playing this song we're gonna play, "My Stupid Life"? This is one that's coming out on a Lookout Records thing that we're gonna do, and just let me adjust something.
Oh, that's
here.
fun. We need to adjust our sensitive stereo equipment and the Mr. T Experience.
In your ear.
Oh, huh? Oh, it's the mic's coming. The mic's coming. All right. Hang on, Mr. T Experience live on your Kalx.
I've been doing nothing in particular. I've been figuring out what I was gonna do. Now somehow the time has gone by, and I didn't do the things that I wanted to. Looking back, it seems like I shouldn't have. Walking down and up and down the avenue wasn't such a smart way to go, but it's all I knew how to do. And you're gonna say, isn't it okay? 'Cause you kept on trying. And I'm gonna lie and explain how I've been a value giant. Or I don't care, like he ain't waiting for the lion to eat me up, to eat me up. Oh, when I think about my masterpiece, I gotta tell you about my masterpiece. Yeah, it's my masterpiece. I've been told that I could do this time alone, and that's why I never take the jacket off. I'm either caught in my headlights or running around like a chicken with a jacket off. I recall I once heard a story. It might be apocryphal, but anyway, there's this guy who got so bored that he chopped off his own head. Well, I won't do that, but since I'm at the point that this should happen, there's gotta be some sort of redemption, or at least a friction action. Nothing yet, and I don't get no disaffection, not even that. But let me tell you about my masterpiece. It's the story of my masterpiece. I gotta ask about my masterpiece. Yeah, it's my masterpiece. Whoa! I gotta tell you about my masterpiece. Oh yeah, yeah, it's my masterpiece. Masterpiece. What song now?
We got
A request. Not. Yeah, maybe a little later. This song is another. Geez, I mean, I know everyone's here old favorites, but this song is yet another breakup song entitled Checker's Speech, and it goes like this. Once upon a time, the life was sweet and everything was fine. Each day was like a triumph of the will, and every night was even better still. Now suddenly you don't wanna do it anymore. Nothing I could say would change your mind. I watched you walk away and screamed and whined. It was worth a try, though I can't deny it's a weak reply. But there's never gonna be another other way to say goodbye. Once I had a dog, a little puppy dog who was my friend. I almost lost hope when he went away. Kinda like what's happening today. But let's face it, kid, you never were that kind of friend at all. You were never there to catch me when I faltered. I needed to be laundered, pressed, and altered.
And now there's only one thing left to say, though it's been said before. You won't have Nixon to kick around anymore.
And back to equipment returns to interview mode. Mr. T experienced on the Kalx. That was called Checkers Speech.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, and that's going to be on the new Lookout record, too, whenever it finally comes out.
Look out, 2059.
Yeah, it's entitled And the Women Who Love Them.
Oh, come on. You also heard My Stupid Life in that little mini set. 1001 KALX Berkeley Broadcasting, yes, from the University of California on the last Friday of the year, December 30th, 1994, leaving us tomorrow. And in a lot of ways, I'm really glad because I don't know about Frank. How was your year?
You know, what do you say about it?
Well, you mean you
1 year is just like another.
well, except you wrote at least one new breakup song.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I keep thinking I'm gonna exhaust that genre of the breakup song, but they keep coming up. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. I've been puzzling about that. I'm not sure. I mean, I really thought that Nixon one that we just did was sort of the one to end them all, but actually since then more have sort of bubbled up from the depths of whatever they bubble up from, and I don't understand it at all. But
And I want to mention, if you've never seen the Nixon kinescope of him doing his Checkers speech, see it, and you'll know that he didn't change in all those years. It's amazing. We're going to do the Ride Finder right now, so Mr. T can take a quick break, and I mean quick, because this is slim pickings, my friends. And, well, I forgot to play this earlier, so you are listening to... Friday Night Live with the Mr. T Experience. Wasn't that good? Anyway, Ride Finder, there are no rides offered, not one. Tough Shiite. Anyway, rides wanted. There's a couple people that want rides. Amy wants to go to Oklahoma by the end of next month. And you want to call 843-9763 and talk to Amy. She'd appreciate it. Robert wants to go to Orange County by tomorrow, 549-6223. Ride Finder 10 and 10 every day at Kalx Public Service because we just care too much. This is the Rick Sylvain Friday Night Live program, his latest whirlwind idea, along with his aide-de-camp Frank and me, Johnny Savage. We've been presenting local bands here at Kalx in the studio live through the airwaves to your home or car. Kind of a way of presenting local bands. There are so many good bands out there, and so few of them make it. And tonight, Mr. T Experience is here with me. Come here, Frank. Come here. You're back.
Oh,
break time is over. I saw your very first show. Do you know? I mean, I'm sure you can't remember everybody that came to your first show, but it was in Oakland Warehouse.
John, I remember you very well.
You had a guest book. I know that, kind of like a wedding thing. No, and it was a 4-piece band then, and only 2 members stuck around for a while, and people changed and so on. And it's funny because when you started playing, in doing the songs and stuff, in a way, it wasn't the same kind of climate as it is now. I mean, right now, I think, there's every chance that you could put out a record next year, and next thing you know, everybody will be knocking at your door. Oh, we want you to go to our label and that kind of stuff.
There's not a lot of future in that, in thinking that way. But but back then it was a lot different.
Yeah, former label mates Green Day, as their story is kind of well known. I don't know, Sam I Am was on another label, but you know them pretty well, and they're on a label doing fairly well or okay or whatever. And it's odd because I guess as they get more groups to this kind of a thing, then it's not so special anymore. But since you've been hashing it out left, right, and center, you've toured the world, right? You've been to, where have you been?
Well, we did do one European thing, yeah.
And been in New York. You've been, I don't know, Memphis.
Concord
many times.
Palo Alto.
probably a lot of interesting stories along the way. How do you feel about the band now? I mean, you've also got a legacy. You've got like what, 4 records behind you now?
This new one that's come out, I think I counted them the other day, and I think there's this many.
7.
Yeah,
7 albums.
5 LPs and
Some
2
singles.
EPs, I think, is what I figured out.
That's that.
8? Joel's saying 8.
Do you realize that
He's a better mathematician than I am.
that means that you have an oeuvre now, a Mr. T oeuvre from which people.
That
can
sounds really
collect.
nasty when you say it that way, John.
Oeuvre. Let's go over to Frank's and check out his oeuvre. But has your fault? I think when you started the band, you were a little more punky, angsty than you are now, and the music reflected it. I mean, I feel like the music you play now isn't it like the music you were playing on your first record?
Really? I don't. People say that. I don't think that's true. Really, I think it's all the same old stuff. They're all completely similar. I think you could chop them all up and splice them together. It would all be the same thing.
So you think that you could come out and play your whole first album or play the new album, and it wouldn't be that much different of a show?
Right.
Okay. Well,
I maintain that to
the end.
Yeah, I'm not going to say any different.
Well, how do you feel? Do you feel more excited to play music now than then, or what?
Yeah, because it's more. I took it a lot more for granted then. Now it's. I mean, yeah, it's swell. See, here's the thing of what happens is that I've been told I have to get closer here so you can hear. I keep making up these songs, and there has to be a band to play them, and so that's why we keep doing it. And if I'm not going to do them, then who's going to do them? Nobody. That's who. Right. So,
exactly.
Okay.
Well, that and it's fun, and it's a way to express yourself. I want to talk a lot more, but let's hear some music from Mr. T. Experience on your Friday Night Live Kalx connection. Let me set it up here. We're setting it up.
Okay. Ready? This time I listen to you. Well, I almost wound up dead. Used to things will get better, but it hasn't happened yet. And when I look at your picture, I can't believe it's true. That's the last time I listened to you. So I'm gonna get trashed, and I might just get a gun just to show you I'm desperate, and to keep you hanging on. Say it would have succeeded without those Melvin kids, but I'm not gonna listen to this. Then they might have to amputate, and it's all gonna show the day the music shows. Well, it's gonna be sad, and you're gonna get upset. You'll be checking the papers, and you'll wonder where I went, dialing 900 numbers. Something new to do. But I'm not gonna listen to you. The last time I listened to you. The last time I listened to you. Anomaly, that's a thing without a name. The woman head out of it, and this worm you cannot change. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wanna drive you up the wall, wanna treat you like a dog, wanna ride it out in blood. My love,
and rest your head on my shoulder. And by the dawn to relearn my love, I will defend your right to cry. Wanna be there at your door. I wanna love American style. 'Cause I'm a young American, and I don't know if it's real or we run. Something you ought to know before you think you understand. 'Cause I'm invincible, and I got a robot friend. But I tell you to oppose. I wanna make you gentle. I wanna be there at your top. I wanna love American style.
Hi there, everybody. This is KALX warming up your Friday night with Mr. T Experience Live here in the Kalx Studios, 12 minutes after 10, and in our interview mode, right, left speaker. Hi, I can't talk. That's Dr. Frank. What did we just hear?
I can't remember. Right. It was
First one's
the
called,
last time I listened to you and Love American Style.
and I'll never forget the Love American Style single sleeve when the whole band, the current band at that time, were all in a bed.
Yeah.
And Aaron, the old bass player, looked really bad.
Oh, jeez.
No,
That's
no,
not
no.
very nice.
I don't mean like he's bad looking, but he really did look like he'd just woken up or something, which it may or may not have been true.
No, that's just his general look.
Okay.
Which works for him, and it's good. Yeah. If you have that single, you should hang on to it, because a guy wrote me a letter saying he would pay me $50 for it.
Well, what did you write back?
I don't have one. So
You don't even have
No.
one? My goodness.
I would sell it in a second.
I gotta pay the rent. Mr. T Experience has gone through a lot of band lineup changes. Current one. Oh, I got it. I know. And the winner is what? This is what is this?
He's online one. He wants to talk to Frank.
Well, he'll have to wait.
I've talked a little bit to the guy. The guy doesn't seem like a lunatic.
Okay, it does or doesn't seem like a lunatic.
Like a lunatic. I warned him about all the FCC rules.
Oh, I see.
Canada actually.
Oh, you mean you want to do a on-air hookup? Okay, well, this will be quick. You want to talk to somebody on the phone real quick?
Take out.
Are you willing to talk to some guy named Brant from San Leandro?
Sure.
Okay, we're going to do something we've never done before, and that is converse with someone on here. We'll give it a try, and if I can cut the guy off at any time, just like any radio thing. Okay, Brant, you're on the air.
What's up?
Go ahead, ask your question.
Yeah.
Can you turn down your radio in the background, please?
Yeah, it's off.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, you're just like saying how your music hasn't really changed in the past and shit.
Hey, watch the language.
Oh, yeah. All right, cool.
Thanks,
I'm
Brant.
not going to cuss because I know I'm not going to get an answer if I do, so. Oh, yeah, I just think it's like totally, I don't know, I don't like your newer stuff compared. And like when you play at Gilman and stuff, it's totally different than when you'll play at Berkeley Square, because, you know, last time you played at Gilman, I was like expecting it to suck, you know, but you're playing like the faster shit, the cool shit, you know.
So do you have a question?
I think I just wandered into a Beavis and Butthead episode.
Nice,
What's your question?
nice guitar solo on that song. You should go on tour with Phil Collins.
Okay, well, I think what Brant's trying to say is he thinks that you have changed your sound a bit from back when you did your first album. Well, that was
Well, you know, I mean, I know people say that. I mean, basically, I'm. That's neat that he even noticed, and I don't really care really, but you know, we just do whatever, however it comes out.
Well,
if it's actually, if it's a bad night and we're really drunk, we play slower, and if it's a better night.
Well, I remember one night at Gilman, I think I don't know if you were mad or bored, but you started playing some, to me, very obvious 70s guitar riffs. But I figure most of the people who were at the Gilman Street show were born when those songs came out. So they had no idea what you were doing.
It's very easy to rip things off and appear to be a lot more talented than you actually are in this current musical climate. That's all I'm going to say about that.
So you, to this day, you still have your own opinions about certain people. Who do you think is really good that's really popular? Do you think anybody is really good that's really popular in rock right now?
Yeah, sure. Green Day's good.
Kenny G. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, Fastbacks are good. Young Fresh Fellows are good.
Well, one of the problems was if you stick around long enough, like we were talking, Mr. T has 5 albums and 2 EPs as part of their ongoing legacy, and a lot of people don't like it when a band lasts a while because inevitably, even though you say you haven't changed, I think you've changed in terms of getting better. I think your songwriting has improved as you've gone along. And
I think what it is that people, if you've been doing this in a sort of a less than successful rock band for a while, they just think you're kind of stupid, and it's a good point. And I'll say I'm stupid, but it's
you're no stupider than Brant from San Leandro.
No, I have to say, that guy came to at least 2 of our shows, so I'm very thankful to you, Brant, for coming. That's great, and
good answer.
Keep it up.
Okay, your drummer just vacated his stool. What's going on?
Breaking wind.
Oh, great. He's performing functions. This is KALX Berkeley, Friday Night Live, Mr. T Experience in the studio. Hey, when are you going to play a show that people can come go see you?
We're opening for for this band Lagwagon at Berkeley Square on the 6th
of January.
Yeah, and that's
a Friday.
Right, that'll be, you can see us then. You should go. And basically, other than that, you know what? We don't have anything really. But if anybody knows anywhere we can play, we would pretty much basically play anywhere. So really, you don't know how serious I am about almost anywhere. I mean, we're playing in this little room here, so that should give you some idea.
Hey, we've had some mighty big shoes in this room.
Yeah. But no, seriously, we would do whatever, but that's the only thing that's coming up that I know about.
Has this current lineup of the band played?
No, this is actually the maiden voyage of what I've been calling the MTX Starship.
MTX Generations.
TNG.
Okay, well, let's play some more music. This is Mr. T Experience.
Wait, we have to figure out what song.
They'll figure out what song they're going to play, and we're going to set up the equipment. This is KALX and Mr. T Experience Live.
What song?
More than dust.
All right.
Sugar-coated girlfriend don't mean anything to me. This song's about a girl who's often woman cheap. When I held her close to me, she melted right away. Velveeta was her name. Velveeta, Velveeta, Velveeta. All my friends keep telling me, Frank, you must be sick. How can you have fun with a crew with what's a chick? But she's much more than that. She's got a heart of gold. But she does what she's told. Velveeta, Velveeta, Velveeta. I wanna tell her that I'll never go away. She keeps showing me the expiration date. Whoa! may come, the girls may go. I know one thing for sure. They stock Velveeta at the local grocery store. And she'll be on the shelf until the end of time. Then we'll have to say goodbye. Velveeta, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Is it efficient or does it kill? With the skill of a pistol bomb, it'll take time, but you know it will. If I happen to live alone, if you would listen to me, things wouldn't seem so gloomy now. You're jamming up the gears, and I can't take through the clears, and everything exactly as it appears. More, I love you more, I love you more. Man, I can't get for, but now it's either or neither nor. And when I think about you, I start turning green, and it shakes me up inside, 'cause it used to be the color of your eyes. Everywhere I go, I see your ghost. The spirit of 91. You said you loved me more than toast, with less than a stable gun. Is this the wrong direction? That's such a stupid question, yeah. When you make a sacrifice, you're supposed to get a wish. One just do so in theory. The practice. More, I love you more, I love you more than I did before, but now it's not allowed, you're not around. I know you're going out and everything goes black, and I start to fall apart. It reminds me of the color of your heart. Miss you more than mine. Lost you more than blood. Need you more than done. I love you more than done. Whoa, whoa, whoa. More, I love you more, I love you more than I did before, but now we're in a war. And what's it for? I read your horoscope and everything is clear, and it feels a little weird, 'cause it used to be the color of your tears. How's that?
That's damn heartfelt. Instead of a breakup song, it's a get-together song.
No, that's a breakup song too.
Oh, come on. Come on. Okay.
I don't think there is. Yeah, there isn't.
There hasn't been a loving song from Mr. T Experience.
No,
yet.
there maybe are a few, but that's when we do those, we get accused of being hippies. So
We More Than Toast was on a single, and I think it was on.
yeah, that was
an
on
album too.
on that record too.
What? And also was Velveeta from the first album.
No, that's from the second LP,
album.
actually, yeah.
Do you ever do anything from the first album anymore?
Yeah.
Such
Yeah.
as?
We do. We know a lot of those songs. Yeah.
What anything to please Brant from San Leandro. And I don't know if you're going to be able to do that one, but somebody did request that.
Yeah.
It could have been Brant, but it doesn't matter. Do it when you're there.
You know, but if he really likes the ultra fast things, he wouldn't like that first album. Because nobody really knows about it because, it's not on CD,
That's right. It was reissued once, though.
Right. It was
On
reissued
Lookout?
once on Lookout, yeah.
And now at a print. What is there any Mr. Are you waiting to do? You want to do another song?
Oh, no.
I got a
sorry.
question.
Okay.
Are there any songs that you won't ever do anymore?
Well, I mean, not as a matter of principle. They're just some of them are kind of hard to learn. I mean, you know, I there's probably like 100 songs, you know, and you can't know them all, and so.
But you wrote them.
Yeah,
Most of them.
I made them up, and some of them are still seem like they're fun to play, and then you get tired of them, and you have to like sort of you wear them out after a while. Some of them, you know.
When you guys,
I hate to disappoint people, but you know, but you just can't know them all.
when you guys do a show, do you do it on the fly, or do you kind of have a list and you know what you're going to do? Depends.
It's hard. That's a really hard question.
Depends unless if you're drunk, it's on the fly.
You've stumped. Like tonight.
Oh,
tonight it's just however the mood strikes you, maybe.
Tonight it's like surfing. 26 minutes after 10 o'clock, Mr. T Experience here in the station live. This is the latest incarnation with Joel on bass and Jim on drums, along with Dr. Frank on guitar and vocals. By the way, that's Joel on backing vocals. And we've heard already 8 songs. And don't forget, January 6th, the maiden live show will be at the Berkeley Square Friday night, January 6th, along with a band called Lagwagon.
Right.
And
I hear that the kids are digging them these days. That's what I hear.
And the kids have got to be all right. When is the album coming out?
It's an EP. It's 7 songs, and it should be out sometime fairly soon.
It's
but
all
I can't
done,
say
right?
for sure. Yeah, it's all done. It's just you know, it's this whole music biz thing that is the reason. That's what I tell people.
Now, Lookout Records is owned by Larry Livermore, and he's the guy who put out some of the first Green Day, or maybe the first Green Day records, and a lot of other bands. Operation Ivy was on Lookout Records, wasn't it?
Right.
And there's a lot of bands. And
yeah, and don't forget Raul.
Who could forget Raul? And you mentioned to me that basically, as long as you want to put out records, Larry will do it for you.
Well, I mean, he's always.
What's the deal?
He's never said no so far. I mean,
I mean, there may be someday where you'll submit a record and go, ugh, no.
Well, I mean, I have to say that if he hasn't on some of those before, then maybe he won't. He won't now. But no, I don't know. You know, it's a real casual thing. We say, hey, we're kind of ready to do it. Will you do it? And they say, well, I guess so. And then and then we do it. You know,
and that's it.
Yeah, it's a very homey kind of in your living room kind of a thing.
I know how a lot of people would love to have that kind of a situation. How do people can people just send tapes to him and maybe he'll put it out?
I really don't know.
It's out of control now.
I really don't know how to. I mean, I just know Larry's a good friend of mine. He's a great guy, and I mean, I don't know if that's all. I mean, that's the way I know him. I don't know what he's like as a sort of a business guy, really, to someone who doesn't know him.
I must admit, I always think it's funny when I'll see or hear his name mentioned in magazines like Spin or Rolling Stone, because I'm sure he never thought that it would get that big.
No, I think he did.
Okay, well then he was a mastermind. I'm Johnny, and let's see. If somebody's just tuning in and they've never heard of the Mr. T Experience, I know it's funny too, is the band name was when the band started, the A-Team was on TV. Yeah. And Mr. T was the big star, and now he's an assassin or these days. I don't know what he does.
I heard there's a rumor that he was, and in fact,
Stone, because I'm sure he never thought that it would get that big.
No, I think he did.
Okay, well then he was a mastermind. I'm Johnny, and let's see. If somebody's just tuning in and they've never heard of the Mr. T Experience, I know it's funny too, is the band name was when the band started, the A-Team was on TV. Yeah. And Mr. T was the big star, and now he's an assassin or these days. I don't know what he does. I heard there's a rumor that he was, and in fact it was substantiated. The man himself appeared at a comic book store in Santa Rosa, and some kid gave him an album to sign, and he threatened to kill him. He's not doing too well. Well, he just didn't think it was respectful, I think. I do know that you may not know this, Frank, but since George Papard passed away, he's been taking it real hard. And that could be part of the... You think? Maybe. Okay, so if anybody's never heard this band before, play a song that really exemplifies what you're all about.
Okay.
That's an open-ended
Well,
request.
all right. Let's play this. This is one of those vicious pop songs that they always say that I do. Let's play that. This song is called "New Girlfriend," and that's another sort of new one, and it goes like this.
1, 2, 3, 4. My new girlfriend is better than you. She's got bigger breasts and a higher IQ, and she always knows which phone to use, and she doesn't always have some lame excuse. She's a cooking and a cleaning and a baking a pie, and I can't stop it by looking around. And she's never gonna make me have to wonder why, and we're gonna have a hell of a time. She's better than you. She's better than you. She's better than you. When she's with me and we're hanging around, we sit and talk about how you let me down. Now you always used to make that annoying sound. How you sure could stand to lose up your pound. I hope you're really happy with the way it turned out, 'cause you made a fool of me, but there's nothing now. There's nothing now, and there's gonna get caught. Ha 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 ha. She's better than you. Better than you. She's better than you. Better than you. She's better than you. My new girlfriend is better than you. My new girlfriend is better than you. My new girlfriend is better than you. She's got higher breasts and a bigger IQ. Oh, I lost my girlfriend, and now I'm really bummed. Seeing my best friend with a girl, and she is quite a dish. Oh gosh, darn it, I'm so sad that this happened to me. If I should see her start tonight, this name I wish would be. 'Cause once I had a girl who meant everything to me. Oh, bring her back, please bring her back. Yeah, bring her back to me. 'Cause I feel so pathetic if I cannot have her love. And so I'm sending out this wish to you, oh God above. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la, everybody. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. I took a walk to take a walk down to the witching well. I threw a diamond like my life, it fell and fell and fell. I don't think that I can even stand. I'm dying, and this is what I say. 'Cause once I had a girl who meant everything to me. Oh, bring her back, please bring her back. Yeah, bring her back to me. 'Cause life is so pathetic if I cannot have her love. And so I'm sending out this wish to you. Autumn turns to winter, winter turns to spring. It's not just the seasons, you know, it goes for everything. The same is true of voices when a boy begins to grow. You gotta take a lesson from Mother Nature, and if you do, you'll know. When it's time to change, then it's time to change. So step aside, come along for the ride, don't you see? When it's time to change, you've got to rearrange who you are and what you're gonna be. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na. Day by day, every day, you've been going through a little bit of living, a little bit of growing, all adds up to you. For every boy's a man inside, every girl's a woman too. And if you want to reach your destiny, here's what you've got to do. When it's time to change, then it's time to change. So step aside, stay along for the ride, don't you see? When it's time to change, you've got to rearrange who you are and what you're gonna be. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na. Sha-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na.
Sha-na-na, indeed. You know, if Marsha Brady had been here, and she was actually the actress Maureen McCormick was in where you were standing a few months ago.
Yeah, you know, I went to see her when she spoke at Poly Ballroom.
Yeah,
and
same day.
Yeah, no, it was really pretty good. She gave a great speech
about
well, it was supposed to be about birth control, and I was hoping I've told this to other people. The real thing I wanted to get her to sign my sneakers, and I also wanted to hear her say the word semen, and she wouldn't do either of those things, unfortunately. But I did get to touch her.
Where?
On the arm.
And you went, hi.
She said, "Bye, you guys," and then the security guards ushered her out. So that was the end of my encounter with Maureen McCormick.
And so what did we heard Time to Change.
Time to Change.
Before
and
that
was a Sweet Baby Jesus song, Pathetic, and before that was that New Girlfriend song. And that rounds it out.
That rounds it out. This is the Mr. T Experience, and they have been our Friday Night Live guest. January 6th, debut show, Berkeley Square. Be there. Brant, San Leandro, Frank is expecting you there because he's going to play some cool Shiite just for you. So make sure you check it out. And what? And you can play one more, but I wanted to also mention in the next few months, at some point in the spring of '95, there'll be a 7-song Mr. T Experience extended play.
Yeah, no, I mean, hopefully before that, maybe in the next month.
Maybe in 4 weeks. Yeah. So if you like the Mr. T Experience, if you like what you've heard, were there some songs in this set that are going to be on that?
Yeah, some of them are.
Okay. So if you've liked what you've heard in the last 45 or 50 minutes, you can take it home with you. And they love people, so come out to see them. I'm a people person. We are people. You always have been. I think you've only become more of a people person as the years go by.
That's awfully nice of you to say. Are we really going to play another song? What song?
Jim, the drummer, wants to play another song. What song? Come on, now, pick it. This is important. This is it. This is it. You know what I want to play, really? I want to play Come Out and Play. You want to play Come Out and Play? Are you going to play that?
No.
No.
The MTV generation.
Oh, that commercial thing? Oh. Well, just let me reset the equipment. And one more Mr. T Experience Friday Night Live Rick Sylvain program. In your face, ears, nose, mouth.
Which one? No, not the slow one. That's the last song.
Not the slow one.
Yeah, okay. This is another song. We'll play the greatest hits if you come see us live. This is another new one that's gonna be on the new record because that's what everyone wants to play. This is a song. This is not a breakup song. This is a get together song. It's called "We Hate All the Same Things." Yeah.
But she doesn't mind being seen with me. And I may not be the best, but I'm the only guy that she can get. With a love like that, you know it's gonna last. And we're gonna stay together as the years go longer than fast. We share everything his and hers, like all the things that get on our nerves. Since she's with me, and there's nobody waiting in the wings. 'Cause we hate all the same things. meditating. We'll spend another lovely evening of complaining about life, cause we're discovered there's one damn thing after another. So don't try to call us, we won't answer the phone. We're to go out in public even more than we are staying at home. We hate everything anywhere and anybody who may be there. So I'll be here and she'll be near. There's nowhere else to be. Cause we hate all the same things. Yeah, we hate all the same things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when you're feeling some of these things, on misanthropy, self-spits, enemy, just think of all the things you hate. A big song would get pretty great if there's someone who hates them too, and she's with you the whole night through. If you've had a few rough breaks and you've made all the right mistakes, you can be like she and me in a wheel that swings. If you hate all the same things, like we hate all the same things. Yeah, we hate all the same things. Yeah, we hate all the same things.
Frank, what was the name of that one?
That one was called "We Hate All the Same Things."
And that's
If
the-
you can find that, you really got it all.
and and that is the first bona fide get-together song from the pen of Dr. Frank, and will be something you can take home with you next year, sometime soon, on the Lookout record label. January 6th, Berkeley Square. Good luck with the new band.
Thanks for letting us do this.
It's been a great deal of fun, and I may also